NEWGROUNDS. The place we all went when our teachers left us alone in computer lab as kids. Whether it was to watch the demented cartoon movie, play some excessively violent games, or some other equally ridiculous waste of time, we all visited the site at some point or another. Some of the games on NEWGROUNDS in particular were great, with strong balancing mechanics, addictingly simple gameplay, or grossly satisfying hack-and-slash graphics. This list, however, is for the worst of the worst. So let's get into it. The 5 worst games on NEWGROUNDS. First up is a game called Farmland in Dev. First released in 2011 by Liam87890, Farmland was probably trying to piggyback off of the success of the popular Facebook game, Farmville. A couple of the biggest differences being Farmville actually had game mechanics and objectives. I spent about 30 minutes playing Farmland in Dev, and nothing ever happens. The game never ends, and all you can do is try to get coins. But it's worth mentioning that the coins are completely worthless. Because while it costs coins to build things, even when you reach 0 coins, you can keep building, and your coins simply go negative. The fence posts are yellow pylons, the farmhouse has the name of the kid who made the game on the side, and the pigs are stolen straight from Minecraft. I give this game a 0.5 out of 10. Number 4. John Cena, the meme, the game. The game's creator, Cypher Tanuki, said he made the game for a college final project. If that's the case, I can only assume he failed the course. The game actually came out May of 2017, about 2 years after the inception and immediate death of the meme it's based on. The game is about 1.5 minutes long, and you control John Cena in a boxing ring that was clearly made in Microsoft Paint. You dodge chairs and what I can only assume are Coca-Cola cans. The soundtrack is, you guessed it, that John Cena song you've heard a million times. The controls are slow, but it doesn't really matter because all you have to do is take John Cena off of the screen and wait for the game over sign to pop up. The points also don't really seem to matter, and even when the game over screen pops up, chairs and Coke cans still fly, you can still control Cena, and the points continue to accumulate. The meme was never funny, the game is even worse, and I really don't want to give this game a rating, but since that's what we're doing, it's John Cena! Number 3. Choose a Way of Life by Burnuk Games. Much like the John Cena game, it's supposed to be a troll game, but it isn't even good at that. Its terrible animations, graphics, and stolen music only serve as a testament to the blisteringly low IQ of the creator of the game. It does nothing to frustrate the player, other than finding ridiculous ways to kill you. The supposed object of the game is to, quote, kill the Black Mage, a character which you'll soon find doesn't exist. Whenever you enter a fight, you'll realize that you can do nothing to control the combat in the game, and in fact, every time you do enter a fight, you automatically lose. Eventually, after trying all of the options available, you'll find the only way to win the game is to light a fire in the woods, which burns down the castle of the king. If only that fire could have spread to my house and ended my suffering. I give this game a -1 out of 10. Getting close to the top, here comes number 2, an MS Paint maze game called My Maze. If you ever spent time on NEWGROUNDS as a kid, you knew there were hundreds of these MS Paint maze games, and they were all terrible. Even the ones with some sort of story and the tiniest bit of balance challenge were still unimaginative and boring as all get out. The music in this one specifically is terrible too. I've muted the sound on it and added a different tune due to copyright concerns, but the song it's playing is Stuck in the Middle with You. You know that old song? Don't ask me why. This game is the opposite of user-friendly. There are no buttons to click on, and in fact, you can only click on the words themselves on the title screens. That means the amount of space you can click on is often no wider than a couple of pixels. And when you hover the mouse over these words, this awful, epilepsy-inducing animation flashes incessantly. Dear Lord, this game is terrible, and frustrating as hell. I didn't even get past the second maze before I had to quit. This game doesn't even deserve a rating. Let's just move on. Finally, we've reached our number 1 worst game on NEWGROUNDS. Madness, Search for Body. Madness is a franchise on NEWGROUNDS that helped to make the site popular. Originally an animated series by artist Crinkles, and later turned into several games, some fan-made, Madness is one of the stalwarts of Flash gaming history. With its ridiculous amounts of blood and gore, simple yet satisfying mechanics, and engrossing storyline, it was hard not to love Madness. Madness, Search for Body was made by the creator of the last game we looked at, whose name is NEWGROUNDS, and the game is the exact opposite of what Madness represented. The mechanics in this game are uninspired and boring. The music is awful, and there's no actual objective to the game. The game starts with one of the worst cutscenes you'll ever see, and then you get to play. You control a severed head, and the objective of the game is to dodge falling rocks. That's it. That's the whole game. You can't win the game, you can only lose by hitting too many rocks. There are no checkpoints, no points, no timers, no high scores, only rocks and eventual death. The Madness franchise was, and remains to this day, a pillar of the Flash gaming community, and that's why this game comes in at number 1, because it is the opposite of that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. What did you think of our list? What Newgrounds games do you remember playing as a kid? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more top 5s like this and other gaming related content. Thanks again for watching. Have a good weekend.